Hi everybody, I'm Carolyn, RV Rebel Girl, and welcome to my channel. I'm really excited because I was just on my way to go to the hot tubs, the spa at the Thousand Trails Park that I'm staying at here in my RV, and I got my shipment and a package from BLUETTI. Yes, BLUETTI just sent me a power station. I'm going to open it up, unbox it, and let's see what it can do for me in my RV life, RV Rebel Girl channel, and also let's see what kind of benefits it can have for you. If you're a traveler and you travel in your RV or you travel in your van, and even if you're not a traveler, this is great for a home power station, but most specifically for the RV life, this is wonderful because if you have a power station that can give you all the power that you need through solar or through just charging, charging up while you're driving, or even if you're using an AC plug-in, if you have enough power to last you a couple of days, you don't have to lug around a generator and gasoline. With the price of gas, we know that can be kind of, and the weight in your rig. There's so many things that are better having a power station that weighs a limited amount of weight. So let's go and let's open the box, okay? Stay with me. Here it is. It's not too bad. I can lift it, and I'm 68 years old. Let's see what's in this box. When you get your box, you're going to get your power bank, and you're going to get this solar attachment. This solar attachment has the MC4 connectors. Okay? You would plug that in right here. And then connect this to your solar panels. Then you're getting free power. Free. Also, in the box will be your regular AC adapters, plugs. That's going to plug into your BLUETTI, and then you plug it into an outlet either in your RV or in your house or at a campground, whatever shore power you can find. That's where you plug this in. That's easy. There is a cigarette lighter connector, but I didn't get that from BLUETTI because it didn't come in the box. It's very important that you read the manual. And you'll want to go to the App Store and get the app, the BLUETTI app. Put it on your phone. See? That's what it looks like. It's free. What do they say about certain pizza sauce? It's in there. Yeah, everything's in that book. Well, almost everything. It tells you how many watts it is, how many, it's 600 watts of power, and everything you need to know, or almost everything you need to know. You can see that the BLUETTI, this model, has 2 USBs and 1 USB-C, which is great. It also has a light. Well, there goes, two things and an SOS. So before I charge anything on this BLUETTI, I am going to plug it in. I'm going to have to use AC, which is fine. I am in a campground and I have power. I'm going to charge it up before I demonstrate the features on this BLUETTI EB3A. It's plugged in. Let's see how long it takes to charge up. It's 6:36 p.m. Hi everybody. So now I'm in my van. I'm in the van, and my van is set up as a living quarters, but I call it my den. And this is great for when I park my camper and I just want to take the van someplace for maybe a day or two and I need to boondock with less. So I have a set power refrigerator, but I need something to keep it charged. I do have a 100-watt battery that I keep in the underneath the bed, but it just doesn't seem to, it's getting old, and it's just not doing the job anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my BLUETTI. So right now, let's see what I have in here. I have water and some soda for now. I'm hoping to put some other items in there. It could be a freezer or a refrigerator. And I know it's a little dark because we're in the van. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 12-volt hookup. I'm going to put the 12-volt from my set power in here. I needed 2 hands for that. And turn that on. There we go. And turn the refrigerator on. It's 45. Let's see what BLUETTI does. So it's taken putting out about 30 watts. And the battery is at 100%. See you in a few. See how long it lasts. 524. Putting out 2930. It should run about 8 hours. You know, once the refrigerator reaches its desired temperature, it won't kick on and off as often, but we'll see. Oh, now it went up to 49, 48. Well, I'll come back and check on it in a couple hours. Okay, so it says 3 hours left. And right now it's drawing 51, it's 50% output. Okay. And 3 hours left. And it's at 68%. Well, it's maintaining, but it's not going to last all night. And I really don't want to draw it all the way down. But that gives you an idea that I could take it down to 0, and it would probably go to 0 in like 3.5 hours. But I'm not going to take it down that low. I checked it with my refrigerator, and I told you about that. But now I've arrived in Abilene, Texas, and I'm here for a meetup of a bunch of RVers, and it's cold. It's cold. If I had stopped and decided to boondock, my heater's not working. So because my heater's not working, I'm like kind of stuck. The only way I could plug in a heater is if I have portable power or if I run a generator. So I'm going to use my BLUETTI. Thank you, BLUETTI, again. Now I did charge up the BLUETTI from after I had it attached to the refrigerator, and it's back up to 100%. So you can see I'm going to test the BLUETTI with my throw electric blanket. And my blanket is 115 watts. Again, you know, so I need to plug in the blanket. And I can't use my outlets because I'm not hooked up to shore power. And people don't like to hear the gas generator. So I'm going to use my little power station to get my electric blanket warmed up. I just keep it, I call it electric blanket, it's a little smaller than it's smaller than your average electric blanket, you know. And you can check your blanket to see what the wattage is by looking at your packaging. And if you can't see it on the packaging of the box, it usually will be right here someplace on the paper. It says right here, 115 watts. Okay, watts. 115 watts. Okay. Also, let's see what it says here. It tells you right on the handle. It tells you right on the handle, 115 watts. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the eco on the app. So the eco is turned off. Turn it on. I'm going to turn on my blanket on the lowest speed. So now I've got my cell phone sitting on top of there, my iPhone, which is charging. And I have the blanket. You know, but so far I like the unit. I'll inform you if there's an issue with it. For me, I have many essentials in life, even though I live as a minimalist and a nomad. What are some of the important things? Priorities, things that they're like I gotta have things. Well, one, I have to have internet, and so I now have Starlink. And you know what? It's worth every extra penny that I use, that I spend on it. But the problem with Starlink, it's not a problem, but the one necessity with Starlink is you need to have power. It's not battery operated. You need to plug in your cord to an AC plug. So there's my Starlink up there, the white thing in the middle. Here's my computer. And that's where BLUETTI comes in. It has a USB-C 100 watt power outlet right there. So I just turned on that little green light. You just tap it, and the display does not always stay on the BLUETTI. It just doesn't. Okay, so I have my Starlink plugged in down here, and with both my Starlink and my Apple computer plugged in, it's using, what, about less than 50 watts. And this is great because now I have my Starlink internet. It's pretty simple. I've got my Starlink mounted on my shelf, and when I travel, I just unplug it from the cords and secure it safely. My long cord that plugs into my Starlink that goes out to the outside dish, I have that secured in my basement of my RV, and I just open up my little cubby hole and put it on, attach it to my dish. My dish is named Spock. Yeah. So there you go. This is pretty cool. So I have internet. I have internet. My laptop with my Starlink through my BLUETTI, and also use this in my van and have my refrigerator plugged in. Now you're living in a van. Let's say you're living in a van, you're living in your car, you're living in a little teardrop, and you're boondocking, or you don't, and it's cold and you don't have heat because you're not hooked up to shore power. Like today, it's pretty cold. I'm in Texas and it's pretty cool. I'm here at an event called Lollapalooza, and it's in Texas at a state park, but I have power. But what if you didn't have power, or what if the power went out, you know? And you needed to have some heat, because you can't be just, you know, dry. I mean, you're not going to turn your car on and leave your car running the whole time you're sleeping. No, it's not economical, nor is it smart, right? So now you need some heat. So I found this little heater, and it's made at Walmart. It's at Walmart. It's 350 backwards, but it is 350 watts. Okay. And I'm thinking, okay, it's going to work in my BLUETTI, right? Because I'm in my van. Yep, I'm in my van. And it's cold. Well, it's a 600 watt inverter, sine wave inverter. So it should work, right? Well, it's a little steep there and a little pressure on there. So what we have to do is we have to put this BLUETTI on turbo. At first I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't work, why it was shutting down. But I did talk to somebody at BLUETTI, and they said, oh, well, Carolyn, you have to put it on turbo. And I was like, okay, that sounds good. Let's try it. So let's try it. Let's put it on turbo. So it's a cold winter night, and I'm in my van with the door closed, and it's dark. I'm just trying to give you the atmosphere. And we're gonna turn it on and see if it works. So I had to get the app, and the first thing I did on the app was go into, you know, the Bluetooth, get signed in, and go to the settings page. And then that's where I will turn on my eco. And then after eco, you gotta go and turn on the turbo. Check out these pages that I put in there for you. Okay, so now let's turn it on and let's see what it does. It's all set up and ready to go. All right, we've got the BLUETTI and the heater. I've already turned on the AC inverter area. It's on, powered on. I'm just going to go ahead and turn this on so I can see. It's not on. I just clicked it so you could see the numbers. And we're ready to go. It's showing eco. Right here, you're going to see it says eco. So you know you're in eco. And you know you're using your AC. Oops, little glare there. And let's try it. I didn't have any luck with this the other day, so... Okay, we're in the dark. I didn't have any luck with this the other day, so let's try it now. Because you're going to have to do this in the dark. Or me, whoever. I'm going to turn it on. And here it goes. Wow, it's doing it. It's working. I feel the heat coming out. Ta-da! Oh, I feel so much better. I was so worried that there was something wrong with this unit. But I did it. And it stayed under 600. Very pleased. I'm a happy camper. Truthfully, a happy camper. I am truthfully a happy camper with my new BLUETTI. Thank you, BLUETTI, for sending me this complimentary power station. It's going to make my life so much easier.